Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cleveland Browns.
To kick off for Green Bay.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Tennessee. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Throwing, Sanders. The kidder here is complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. The Browns at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. The first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name. But I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Play action. It's Sanders. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Packers 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. You look at this Packers defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Yellow, 43. Plastic, 6. Set, go, set.
A first carry for the all-pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Not quite enough for the first, almost. Give him 9 instead, so that leaves him with an enviable 2nd and inches. Love, he's going to change the play here. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Hey, computers, here we go. Black 40, yellow. Ready, go. Set.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Throwing, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now Love. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Ready.
Now Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ready, go.
Here's Sanders. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 19.
Now they'll shift things around.
19 Lions.
They go play action now. Sanders rolling to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
they like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Sanders. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, put in the end zone, we're right back to even.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go. 32.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 10. Love now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Love. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready, check. Unlock line. Let's go.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. Look at the juke. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10.
6-0 our score after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cowboy 80.
A give up the middle. Jenkins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On play action, here's Shadur. Out to his left. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. To throw is Sanders. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Short throw, he's got Kraft. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw now, here's Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Sanders to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
18 Cardinal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the gun, it's Shador. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jaden Reed is deep for Green Bay. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't
want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
Their own 44-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An inside run with Jenkins. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. Cougar 19. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Jenkins. The 20. Pushes past him. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Got check. Hurt.
Ford is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now Sanders throwing to start the drive. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Love. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly the 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Shedding the tackle. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, Jenkins. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Got it. Ready? Get it. AC Cardinal.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 29. And runs like that with explosiveness. That's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
He's got his target. It's Coleman for a Browns touchdown. Keon Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's...
Tucker Kraft, 76 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
The score, Browns 33, Packers 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Alert! Alert! 10, 60 by 60, go!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Sanders. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd and 3. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Jenkins. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
This has not been a fun game for this defense. They've definitely had their share of struggles, but they needed to make a play right there, and they finally get it done on 3rd and goal.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll go. Here's Sanders. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. And the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Love looking to throw it. Able to find his man, Kraft. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second and 7.
Come on.
From the gun, it's Sanders. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Sanders. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. There, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A stoppage here following the play, and it looks like Josh Jacobs was shaken up and in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Black shot. Yellow. 43. Cut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
95, Rams, cycle.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
45, wide, set.
Now Love. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Ready? 70
Off the bootleg, here's Sanders. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
He's able to get it to Coleman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Sanders going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Coleman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They go right back to it for 20 and a first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
19 Tiger.
Sanders. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 1918. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Quinshon Judkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34.
Red, cycle. Red, yellow.
Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
32.
Love now. Short throws, got Kraft. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Packers
going back to Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Ball red. 10 black. Set.
Love from the gun. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To throw now, here's Love. He's got his target, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. Ready.
Back to throw again. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd down, goal to go.
Ready. Black Ultra. Ready.
Again, it's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Sanders from his own end zone. And in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Here's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Simmons. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Here we go. Set. 70 Timberwolves.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports,